takes us up to 49 goals. And Jenna in the midfield. Severed completely. If they can't find an answer in the second half, Indonesia. What would it bring? A one in descent. Ferdinand starting that move for the tricks and flicks. Give Indonesia a taste of their own medicine. Strike looks and finds Ferdinand, who sets Indonesia away again. Cinema, is it back? Oh, no! The final ball needs to be better. Rotterdam-born child. Two in the box here. There's a useful cutback and a Jenna. Tomorrow it'll be the venue for, at the moment, Dynamic Solidarity Games in the ASEAN Under-23 Cup. Around that a little bit, but Jordan have a throw. Corner in the opening moments of second half for Indonesia. Born in Den Bosch in the Netherlands, actually on the books of Wolves in England, but on loan at Cerezo Osaka in Japan. There's a little bit of tidying, and less stoppages. Qatar, Australia, and Jassim bin Hamad, but it's still Lowness there. There goes Strike. Covering play from Afane was good. Audi, that's a tournament 11 years ago. The Korea Republic in the playoff. Round of World Cup qualifiers. Both Iraq and the Philippines in the last two matches in this current round. Darwish. Soften up a little bit for Kabune. That's a thumping challenge from Hubner. Against Japan or Korea. Match will be on Thursday. It really would wrap it up. Look particularly here. Australia heading out. So a run from deep. It's just beaten at the last there. So that final ball is lacking though. Al-Hajj brings it forward. Shot always rising there, but Strike makes it. Litan Suleiman is through the middle. No, momentum is. Here comes the missile. And presses that big red button again. It's another goal. It implies Jordan failing to. 16 teams here in Qatar. Seem to lose half of them. Jordan may well still be with a chance of being one of the teams. Some runner guess slips it through to Al Riyalat. This is much better. Arafat Al-Hajj now. There from Algeria, aren't they? They're doing exactly what they had to do since the restart. Right at the upper end, Indonesia. One of Pratama Arhan's long throws. Was his ball again? Well, two of them just queuing up at the far post. Here we go. Zirze picks it up. Oh, there's the trickery. Zirze's done really well, and he forced his save. That was on its way. The ball got the pass inside as well. She dealt with a different tactic that time from Indonesia. Back to front long ball stuff. Swarming forward the red shirts, including the replacements who want a taste of the action, but it's Choayon. Grasps that drive over the top, nothing Choayon. Confident fella. Loose shot. This is the 6th edition. Jordan just can't measure the flight of that ball at all and get it away. It's Choayon. Shoulder charge was fair. Jordan, who won the bronze in 2013, over the no Olympic qualification this time around. Burns still. Jordan coming forward again. Samran. Oh, that was looking like the moment. Flag stayed down. Tan Suleiman has picked it up. He has Qatar nil, Australia nil elsewhere in this group. Now then, a cherry on top maybe for Indonesia. The goalkeeper has made a mess of that. Have to deal with the cross in again here maybe, and the head. The corner. Nandari of Indonesia.
Sebuah keuntungan untuk Indonesia. Jelang laga perebutan juara 3, Timnas Irak diterpa kabar buruk. Ya, kabar buruk tersebut Timnas Irak U23 akan kehilangan jasa sang gelandang andalan mereka, Salam Ahmed. Pasalnya, Salam Ahmed menderita cedera ketika membela Irak di semifinal kemarin kontra Jepang. Saat itu Salam Ahmed harus ditarik keluar saat melawan Jepang karena menderita cedera tepatnya pada menit ke-35. Ahmed sendiri telah bermain Timnas Irak di 3 laga yang sudah dijalani. Ia menorehkan 2 start dan turun selama 105 menit. Namun, dirinya belum mencatatkan 1 gol pun atau juga assist. Pelatih Timnas Irak U23, Raji Senaishil mengakui bahwa tim asuhannya memang mengalami masalah cedera menjelang duel melawan Timnas U23 Garuda. Sekarang kami harus bekerja dengan fisik para pemain. Kami mengalami masalah dengan munculnya sejumlah cedera dan kami harus mengganti pemain. Jelas ini suatu kerugian bagi kami, ungkapnya. Dalam duel perebutan juara 3 nanti, Timnas Indonesia dipastikan akan bermain full tim minus Kapten Rizky Ridho. Ya, bek asal Persebaya Surabaya itu dipastikan tidak bisa tampil karena sebelumnya mendapat kartu merah. Absennya Ridho jelas menjadi pukulan telak bagi Indonesia karena sosoknya sebagai pemimpin di lini belakang Indonesia yang tak tergantikan sejak fase grup. Saat ini hanya ada 1 pemain yang layak untuk menggantikan Rizky Ridho sebagai pemimpin jantung pertahanan Indonesia. Pemain tersebut adalah Justin Hubner yang dijuluki sebagai Sergio Ramosnya Indonesia. Ya, Justin memang telah membuktikan kualitasnya sejak tampil pertama kali di Piala Asia Qatar ini. Sementara untuk pengganti Rizky Ridho, Komang Teguh diyakini adalah opsi terbaik. Dengan begitu, Sintayong diyakini akan kembali memakai 3 pemain belakang, yakni Muhammad Frari, Komang Teguh, dan Justin Hubner untuk mengawal lini belakang skuad Indonesia U23. Jika nanti berhasil kandaskan Irak, dapat dipastikan tim Garuda secara otomatis akan lolos ke Olimpiade Paris. Ya, Wakil Presiden RI Bapak Ma'ruf Amin mengatakan akan mengundang tim nasional Indonesia U23 ke istana jika berhasil lolos Olimpiade Paris 2024. Sementara itu, Bapak Wapres juga mengatakan bahwa Timnas U23 tetap harus mengantisipasi Irak meskipun pernah dikalahkan oleh Jepang kemarin. Sementara Jepang sendiri pernah dikalahkan oleh Korea Selatan yang pernah ditekuk oleh Timnas U23. Tentu nanti akan kami undang ke istana. Untuk pertandingan nanti, semuanya harus diantisipasi. Irak ini punya kekuatan, tetapi Irak dikalahkan oleh Jepang, sedangkan Jepang dikalahkan oleh Korea Selatan. Jadi sebenarnya permainannya sudah seimbang, kita juga kemarin mengalahkan Korea Selatan, kata Pak Wakil Presiden Maruf Amin.